Hi guys, this is me Christian again. And what exclusive moment here, yeah. This is our second one of what we were talking about for the provincial thing of if I made it or not. But before we get started and so forth, if any of you guys are new to the channels or find your accounts well, please subscribe to me and also subscribe to my girlfriend Harmony as well. It will seriously need help to both of us out a lot. And so yeah. Anyways guys, I did however make it to Provincials, as I did say in my last video. Now that I am remembering that all of a sudden, yeah, it took me quite a while to figure that out. It's been like a lot of things going on. And I kind of did get grounded too. Yeah, for who knows what escalational reasons. I'm not, yeah, I can't explain much about that to you guys. That's my own personal business and all that stuff. But let's just say that I did get a little to the point. Yeah, you won't even know and see. Yeah, I do have a kind of a dark side, and yeah, and I just got over frustrated to the point I ran off and wanted to think some things through, like get my mind straightened out. Yeah, it was hard for me, and we all have bad days and make mistakes and all that stuff sometimes, and that's quite understandable for some of the best people, even sometimes. Yeah, wasn't quite the best decision making and all, and I learned my lesson. Yeah, anyways, I don't even know why I'm talking about this to you guys. So anyways, yeah, so about the provincials, I did make it, and now we're gonna talk about that to you guys. So anyways, let's just say the best parts about it. So we already did the district part, the regionals we've already talked about, and now finally moved on to the provincial part. Anyways, so the best part about that, well, we already know I got this. Well, we already know that I didn't make the shot put part, so we don't count that. That's on disqualification right there. If I'm not in any of the current events, then I don't talk about it much. So the ones I did make it into are mainly the long jump and the 100-meter dash. That's right. The long jump and 100-meter dash was the only two I could qualify for. So meanwhile, I'm gonna try to basically get this out of the way. And yeah. Oh, and because this was the provincials, let me now explain some parts about making it into the provincial part, guys. So yeah, so when you make it into provincials and you make the qualification for the top 3, this is it. The basic championship, provincial championship for the school sport Nova Scotia, or for short, SSNS. That's what they would call it. And not only just that, when you go into the track and field, athletic sports, you are qualified to wear one of the numbers that they give you. Anyways, so I have the CEC t-shirt that I had for like over a year now. Anyways, what I have on here, yeah, anyways, look at this, guys. This was my total number that I had to wear to get right into the track. It was actually quite a little exciting just to get into, like, mainly. And the number 272, I kind of really appreciate a lot. Like, yeah, this was a little while ago. Like, a lot of this is a little delayed, or a, yeah, something like that. And this part of, yeah, so the top three, like, no, it's not gold, silver, and bronze medals. It's just all SSNS medals. That's all it really is. So it doesn't really matter if it's first, second, or third. You're just gonna get one of those medals, and you'll be graduated as one of the rodeo winners, and you'll be put up to stage just to post your entire winning. Like, this is how the podium works. Like, here's like the third place right there. Then you have your second place that's kind of in between that, and then like the gold's like right up there. So that's how it went. So by announcing those three winners, makes it kind of a tiny bit easier. Just to know for facts, but anyways, so knowing how long jump, on the other hand, like, happens to be one of my best. Oh yeah, and before we get started on announcing those two parts here, yeah. By the way, this is also being, supported by a link. So if anybody has an Eastlink cable at home or something like that, if anybody owns Eastlink television, that's what they were kind of broadcasting at the thing, like track and field. I think they do this every year, like every track and field year, if you make it to provincials for the ultimate championship of the SSNS, they will be broadcasting this on Eastlink television. So they could either be doing this live, or if they don't, they will upload it in like a day or two. So the people that haven't got the chance to watch it could like put it to channel 10 or 610 for Eastlink, and then they could like watch to see what all happened. And they had like so many cameras there, and yeah, guys, and and the reason why I'm telling you this, guys, is because I was on Eastlink television, guys. Like, it was quite good to go there and enjoy the fun, like, otherwise. And if you guys have actually got to see the, and just to clarify, this number is what you wanted to see. Like, that's why I brought it up. So if anybody sees the number 272 on the Eastlink television, that was me, guys. I had a lot of incredible things I wanted to say, but I had to keep my, like, I had to stay partly with the group, and there was a few parts that I waved to the to the camera crew up there and so on forth, because, you know, a little bit of a camera fan, like, not camera shy, nope. I talk to you guys all the time, basically, feels like. You see, we've already made it like almost 9 minutes in the video now. And so yeah. And if you quite couldn't see below, there was one part I did actually get to see myself on the Eastlink thing, the Eastlink TV, as I was running so fast. I was trying to make sure to keep up with some people. And yes, guys, for the 100-meter dash, we did have another 2 heats that were going on. This time I was on the first heat. And yeah, and the total results that it came to all at the end, it was a very clutchable kind of decision making, since this is the final tough championships, and with our heats and everything, the athletics a real tough sport to get into and qualify and make the medals and everything like that. But my total result at the ending came out with 15.9 seconds. Well, 15.09 I meant, sorry. Yeah, you heard that right. It was 15.09, almost 15.1, practically speaking. So yeah, I didn't beat my record from the first time I did the track and field run, which was, by the way, districts. That's my highest, by the way, for that. Anyways, and now moving on to long jump. I don't even, well, they do have a camera from the, the long jump, but it was on the other side. We were on the left side that didn't have the camera, but fortunately, I heard some, well, there was some microphones that were there, so at fourth. Well, I was wanting to try to say I love the Eastlink company and all that stuff. Well, that's just the thing. I kind of do forget a lot of the stuff, but anyways, I tried to jump so far, and on the first try, not only likely, yeah, I actually broke my 3.50 record, which was a very easable move. Like, could not have been done the last time I did it on May 27th because it was a rainy day and all that stuff. But in other retro cases, yes, the record I got from that was 3.67 on the first try. On the second try, well, it looked very close. It looked like I didn't beat my record there because it looked so close. Like, and that's the thing. Landing in the possible precision closest to the board and all that stuff, to me, it doesn't look like it gets close, but that's just the thing. Like, it did. Like, I did act, and then on the second try, it was actually worth a good shot, and I did beat it again. And that record turned out to be 3.69 on that one, slightly ahead by 0.02 meters of a difference. Like, I was wanting to try to go my hardest on my second one because that had to be my best one of all. And normally on the second try, right? Moving on to the third, that's when I go my hardest and mess that up. But on the first try, that surprised me the most with 3.67, and then I thought I can go harder, and I did, but then kind of scraped my elbow at the same time as I did it, because I hit part of the rear part, which really kind of hurt it a lot in retro cases. So then, here's where the nasty part comes in at the last part. I got so cocky with those two records, I decided to go in and try again with my third shot when it finally came my turn. And well, I figured like I was going as great as possible, great momentum and everything, but then the suddenly caught up to my mind and something just wasn't right, so I just stopped for a second. But guess where I stopped at by the time my brain, like legs and brain and everything cut up to? Want to take a guess? 3, 2, 1. If any of you guessed it about right, I landed right after the scratch mark. When I put my foot into the sand, that was it. I didn't even jump or nothing. That was it. My final results got blown up at the last moment, which means I got 0 at the end because it was a scratch. And this commonly happens for any long jumpers that try to do this. Don't be afraid to try. This normally typically happens with some long jumpers. Like, the moment they get in, and sometimes they go a little overboard, because the thing is, you want to try to get as close to the board, the white part, as best as possible, but not go over the white, because then the points don't count anymore and all that stuff. It gets a lot more confusing in many situations here. Anyways, so that's all I wanted to kind of get out of the way. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah. And any of you guys, please subscribe to my channel. Oh, and if any of you see me on Eastlink Television, I'm number 272. See what I did, and this will prove every result. And if you like seeing me on Eastlink Television, then There should be more coming up, hopefully, and other retrospectives. Anyways, Christian signing off. Bye-bye. I wish I could be speaking more, but I do eventually have to wrap this up. But happy provincial marketing and all that stuff. Yes.